welcome to paradise. Aiea, Hawaii, just outside of Honolulu and home of the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. A tremendous setting and a spectacular game that we have in store. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game, as we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Stanford Cardinal, taking on a team from the Mountain West, the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Rainbow Warriors will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Stanford Cardinal offense will take the field for the first possession of the day. And David, they've got a tight end who might not be a superstar, but he always seems to be in the right place, always ready to be a safety valve for this quarterback.
No, and this guy dictates to the defense. It's so nice to be able to move him around. He's the chess piece. He's the playmaker on offense that can do a lot of things. And if they're going to be successful, the big tight end's going to be the reason why.
And he's a very reliable target, too. We've seen him make some really tough catches in some big moments for this offense. He's going to have to do that in this game today. The defense is keying on him. They know that's where the quarterback's eyes are going to be going early and often in this game, so the tight end's got to step up.
That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Looking for a crease. It's Ford. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Here comes the heat. Makes the catch. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Handoff to the lone back. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. Stanford with a lot of options here on 2nd and short. Brown wants to pass. He's got the tight end. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. A run for the quarterback. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Trying play action. Back swinging for the goal line. Touchdown, Cardinal! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10-15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So it's an 80-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Hawaii's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27.
How do you not get excited and out of your seat when you see the big boys making the little boys play? Listen, I know you DBs can do all that running around stuff and catch the football. I can too. I just do it in a sexier, bigger body. Yes, please.
Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Brown will throw it. Oh, he makes the catch. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Cardinal come to the line facing 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Stanford!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Snags a quick pass on the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Line getting set on 2nd down. Motion from the wideout. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking left. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Fires to the wideout. It's caught. All down at the 38-yard line and a big pickup of 15 yards there. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's got him.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Back to pass. Got a man. It's Harris. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. And the Rainbow Warriors come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Would have just been a 47-yard field goal attempt from here, but they're thinking touchdowns and trying to move. There he goes. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Hawaii. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
Lots minutes of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Brown wants to pass. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
The Cardinal increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's 2nd and long. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Pressure coming. They wrap him up, and boy, that comes when the defense needed it the most.
That's an interesting call going play action on 3rd and long because the defense is not worried about you handing the football off. That's not freezing anybody, especially these defensive ends. They're going right up the field. You saw that time the pocket collapse as they were able to get to the quarterback.
The Cardinal will have to boot it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Here's a return from midfield. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. How about this DB turning on the Jets and getting the first sack of the game for this defense?
And that is how you come from the secondary with authority. Come with some speed, some vitriol, some hate. Just get to the quarterback, get him on the ground. Nice job by the secondary getting to the quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Warriors!
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these 2 guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these 2 guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back, almost intercepted. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Brown will throw it. Fires to the big fella. He finds enough room to get it up to the 28-yard line before going out of bounds. Stanford at the line, needing to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Got him downfield. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
Man, you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time. Now, it used to just be in the red zone. Now, you just find the big fella, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
Stanford gets set to snap it on 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Right down the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Looking to fire. He's got an open man. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This Stanford offense is humming, set up with another first down. Going up top again. Rushes on him. He's going to run it. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Looking for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Cardinal.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, heat that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. Quick tempo, no huddle offense, 2nd down, clock's running. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Looking to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. He's got him this time. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Breaks into the open. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling. The Rainbow Warriors, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Here's a heat. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Hawaii!
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a stat that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. They marched 78 yards down the field. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. From inside the 10, here he comes. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, nice to see you actually showed up for today's broadcast in paradise, given all there is to do there in Honolulu. And talk about a good competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these two programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been, well, a good competitive game so far. They don't call me the most creative man in broadcasting for nothing, you know.
Stanford will boot it away to start this second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. He'll do it himself. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. They'll run the counter. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. A strike downfield. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. They'll give it to the back. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Gets it to him on the screen. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. And the Rainbow Warriors really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. He breaks a tackle. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Now, 4th down.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Gets it out quickly. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Bringing the heat. Bought a little time, lets it go. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Got a good one going here. All tied up in the 3rd. It's 2nd and 10. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. This time he's got his man. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Just keep slinging it. Get it out on the screen. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. The Rainbow Warriors come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Harris. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. He'll pull it on the read. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides on the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess, and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Tries to slither forward on the sneak.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
Pushes toward the goal line. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. After getting nothing on the last play, will they try to throw it into the end zone on 3rd down? He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. So they'll send out the field goal unit. This is a short kick, but the problem is the angle. Good right down the boulevard. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Got it in the middle, it's Hall. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Let's see what they've got on second down. Rides the back and leaves it. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. The Cardinal come to the line facing third and short. Brown wants to pass. Plucks it out of the air. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. Using his legs, it's Ford. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Back to pass on second down. Under fire. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Guys, it is Hawaii who will carry the lead to the quarter break. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Unloads to the wideout. He's got him wide open. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
This Stanford offense moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield on first down. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Stanford! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
And some of these guys make it look so easy, but these are tight windows down here, man. There's not a lot of space in the field, and he drops back, knows exactly where he's going with the football, throws it in there, makes the play, and more importantly, now his team is in the lead in the fourth quarter.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Trying to make magic with his feet. Makes a guy miss and finally brought down at about the 25. And the Rainbow Warriors can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Brings it down on the right side. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
The Rainbow Warriors will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the 1st down.
It's really hard when you get in those predictable situations. Defenses are sitting on the sticks. Receivers have to understand where that 1st down marker is. Heads up play, nose for the 1st down marker. Get in there and get it.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Trying to find the end zone. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. Powers forward. And the defense sold out to stop the run, and they do here on 1st down. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
Man, I love this offense being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
This one's big to make sure they can't beat you with a field goal. And he knocks it through, and the lead is a field goal here in the 4th quarter. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score.
31, Stanford, 28.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Finds his tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. Brown will throw it. Safe completion on the screen. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly complete. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here.
You're seeing a lot of confidence out of this quarterback now. 3 for 3 on this 2-minute drive. He understands that he needs to step up if his team's going to win this game, and he's playing his best football right now.
Stanford could choose to go for it all here on 2nd and inches. Looking to fire. Gets it out fast. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
Man, what a throw. Under duress, getting hit as you throw, and he's been sacked several times today. I love how he continues to hang in the pocket and make plays for this offense.
They've picked up a couple of 1st downs to start this drive, and now 1st and 10 from the 47. Wants to throw on 1st down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Quickly out to the tight end. He's knocked out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 44. They could really use a few yards here on 3rd down because from here, it would be a 61-yard attempt. Finds his big tight end. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. They go to the wide receiver screen, and that defense is all over that one. No room to run after the catch. Brown wants to pass. Pulls it in. It's Ford. And he'll get out of bounds. It's a 1st down there in plus territory, and now threatening to get the score. Stanford hoping to pay off this red zone opportunity. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Cardinal! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
And at this stage stage of the game in the fourth quarter, big-time players make big plays in big games. What a great job after he secured the catch in the open field, showing off the speed, taking it to the house, and with it, his team now has the lead.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They'll start this drive going to the air. Snagged in the middle, it's White. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Back to throw, and he's got to do it here late. Grabbed over the middle, it's Sims. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. He's got it down the right side. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense. And the Rainbow Warriors have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. A shot toward the end zone.